I'm Daniel.
I'm Dennis.
And we are the Marzo family.
Husbands and dads to boys Dean and Devin.
And in this video, we're going to do something a little different and give you 50 random facts about us
that you may or may not already know.
So let's dive right in.
Let's do this. So I'm a Gemini born June 17th.
And I am an Aquarius born February 19th. And yes, I know that's the day that it changes, but trust me, I'm much more
He's
an
full-blown
Aquarius
Aquarius
than I am Pisces, even though I have a lot of Pisces.
You do?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. Another thing that Dennis and I both have in common is that we hate, seriously, dislike with a passion, laundry.
Okay, so one thing about me is I'm obsessed, I think you could say obsessed with Alaska. Anything related to Alaska, any reality show, any movie, anything that has Alaska in the background.
You were from Alaska in another
I
life,
think so,
sure.
like grizzly bears, like anything that has to do with Alaska, cruise ships, whatever, I'm obsessed with, so I watch everything, and I think that that's one of my dream locations to visit. Hopefully I will do that in the next few years. Another thing to know about me is I'm a klutz when it comes to walking. I'm always like crashing into things.
Over here.
I'm always crashing into things. Like I usually come home from work and I have like gashes on me from bumping into like racks at work. I'm constantly kissing the floor.
And I'm not a jealous person, but you know, I wish that you would stop kissing the floor.
I mean, especially after like a couple drinks, I'm like on the floor, I'm falling all over the place. I'll fall in a puddle, I'll fall down the stairs.
We went out one time and he fell in a puddle. In the middle of the place.
The parking lot.
There was a huge pothole.
Yeah, I mean, I was drinking, I was having a lot of fun.
And he just was like, and then on the way home, he's like, why am I all wet? So annoyed. My favorite quote is when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
And I read one recently that said, be the energy you want to attract.
Amen.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't know who said it, but I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so my biggest fear has always been dying in a plane crash. I've always had a fear.
Qué trágico tú eres.
I know, I'm so tragic. I've always had a fear of planes in general, and that was something that I conquered years ago after flying on many flights, but just falling in a plane is an effing nightmare for me. I think every time I fly, I have to take like a Calms or something like that to just relax my nerves, but that's one of my biggest fears.
My favorite singer is the conga queen of Miami, honey, Gloria Estefan.
I love her too. I think Yeah, I grew up going to all her concerts. My mom loved Gloria Estefan, so I love her too. Okay, so my go-to drink is a vodka soda with lime. That's been my favorite drink for a long time, and it's a healthy drink. It's nice and transparent. I haven't had it in a long time.
So one thing that Dennis and I have in common is we love to scare people.
I think I like to scare more than him.
In the beginning of our relationship, he definitely took it overboard. Like he would hide in places and scare the out of me. I'm the type of person that brushes his teeth in the shower.
Yeah, like every time he showers, he's brushing his teeth.
Yes.
And if he has to brush his teeth, he goes into the shower.
No.
I'm obsessed with drinking Cuban coffee. I drink maybe 10 coladas. I mean, not full coladas.
Coladas?
No, coladas.
Ay, pero que gringo, te me has vuelto.
So I drink...
He drinks coladas every day.
With my pinky on.
This is a bilingual audience.
I drink at least 10 cups of colada, not a full colada, but little cups.
Tú sigue con the colada.
Coladas a day, okay?
When I was a kid growing up, I would fall asleep with my clothes on. Shoes, I would just get home and like knock out on the bed and just go straight to sleep.
For the record, he still does that sometimes, so that's not just as a kid.
Not that much anymore, but I don't know. It's just like I can fall asleep anywhere at any time and
with anything on or everything on or nothing. So my favorite meal of the day is hands down breakfast. I could eat breakfast for lunch, for dinner, eggs, everything, pancakes, waffles, anything breakfast related is my jam. And what sucks is he hates breakfast. So every Sunday I'm like, you want some eggs? And I'm so enthusiastic and he's like, no.
I love afros. I have never met a person that had an afro that I didn't get along with. They're just beautiful people.
So my biggest pet peeve is when somebody is talking on their cell phone on speakerphone in a public place. Like I have so many people that do that when they come into my store and they're having like this huge conversation. You can hear it all and they do it right in front of you or in front of your counter and you can't hear anybody else. So I hate that. It drives me nuts. And sometimes I let people have it.
I'm sure you do. And my pet peeve is when people walk around with their suit jackets and it still has the stitching on the back. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Most of the time, I'll stop it, I'll grab scissors, and I'll just cut it. It's just my pet peeve. Check your pockets. And
well, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't even know up until I met him that you had to cut that. So I had it, all my jackets sewn.
You're welcome.
Yeah. My favorite car of all time, hands down, is the Ferrari. It's been my dream car, I think, since I can remember, and hopefully I will own one day. And I think that'll be our dad's car.
Date night.
Yeah, absolutely.
My first job at, I think I was 15 years old, was a salsa instructor.
One thing you may not know about us is that we were both salsa dancers. We are both salsa dancers. So he was an instructor. I took salsa lessons when I was in high school. I was part of the salsa club.
You know you live in Miami when your high school has a salsa club. I was the founder of my salsa club in
That's awesome.
high school.
I didn't know that. Cool. So I'm learning things here too.
Azúcar para los amargados!
Okay, so my biggest regret has been not going away for college. I applied to 3 schools in the state of Florida where we live, and I was accepted to all 3 and decided to choose the local school and stay in town and stay at home and just be comfortable. So I didn't venture out and I regret that. But I don't regret how my life turned out, so all is good.
I'm the type of person that can never find their house keys, their car keys, their wallet, their cell phone. Right before leaving, I'm the crazy person like, where are my car keys? Yeah. Where's my wallet? I could never find
And then that's why we bought the key thing next to the door where we hang our keys, but then he still loses the wallet, and then he still loses the ID, and he loses the control, and he loses his glasses. He's a hot mess.
Where are my car keys?
Yeah.
So one random fact about Dennis and I is that we both played for the same Little League.
Yeah, so we found this out a few years ago when we were looking at photos and we were both in the same league at the same time. So I'm assuming we crossed paths because all the teams played each other in that same league. So at one point we crossed paths, even though we've never met before we dated. I'm sure we did at one point.
There's one thing that I don't like to do on our channel is tell people to subscribe.
Okay, so I'll do it for you. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to keep the algorithm going for us.
The main reason is because I have never subscribed to a channel because someone tells me to subscribe.
Yeah.
I subscribe because I like the channel, not because you're telling me to.
No, I think that I do listen to people when they say subscribe, and if I like what I'm watching, then I do subscribe, and it just resonates with me that they said it, so I do it. So don't forget to subscribe. So when it comes to names, I think I speak for both of us when I say that we always F up the names of our boys, and I think with each other when I'm speaking to somebody, I'll say Devin and Daniel and Dennis, and I even call my name out.
And for the times that we mean to say Dean, but we are saying Devin and you're
constantly.
Like, Devin! We're like, Dean! Another random fact about me is that I was also a preemie.
Do you know how old you were when you were born?
I was like at 7 months, I think.
Oh, like our boy. So you were like 34 weeks around there. That's pretty cool. And you turned out just fine. So I think they'll be okay too.
Yes. My favorite movie is It Can Happen to You because it's, you know, just about a dream coming true, and I've always dreamed of my dreams coming true.
Well, it makes sense to me. I think my favorite movie, I mean, as far as I can remember, I loved Gladiator, the movie. It's just like a triumphant story of overcoming many different obstacles and persevering after everything.
If I had to pick one meal to eat all day, every day, it would be sushi. Like, my body craves sushi. I love sushi. I'm just a huge sushi fan.
So my favorite vacation destination by far has been Paris. Or I think there's like a tie there, London and Paris. That vacation was like my favorite of all time.
Our honeymoon,
it was a dream come true for me. I've always wanted to go to London and Paris, so I can't wait to go back again and travel again and see more of the world.
Next on my bucket list is Spain.
And for me, it's Alaska.
There's one television show that I refuse to watch. It is The Walking Dead because it just puts my nerves at like a nut.
Oh my god, you should see him watching this show. It's like every time like a zombie comes out, he's like screaming and jumping in the bed.
I've literally like elevated my entire body.
Watching anything that's politically motivated or any political commentary, it's just a big X for me. I did not take it. I changed the channel. I'm not having it. So my favorite thing about marriage is having a constant companion, somebody to share everything, all of your life with. And obviously, you know, having our kids, that's been the greatest joy for us. And that's it for me. What's your favorite part?
You.
What about me?
All of you. From top to bottom. My favorite show is RuPaul's Drag Race, honey, because if you can't
love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here?
I think for me, I like to watch like 911 shows. I like suspense and drama and trauma and all of that kind of stuff.
Yes,
and I go from that to like watching animal documentaries. National Geographic is my thing too, so I go both ways. Okay, so my biggest current struggle is trying to get back into my pre-marriage shape. I'm definitely struggling to get back into that, but it's gonna be one of my commitments for the future. Another fact about me is I'm the third generation to run our family business. It started 40 something years ago with my grandfather, my dad, my uncle, and then my brother and I are now running the companies.
LindaHomecenter.com.
LindaFlooring.com. Yeah, we just keep expanding.
My favorite place to be is on the beach. I love the beach and I cannot wait to take the boys to the beach. We're just waiting for the water to warm up a little bit, but we will be there very, very soon.
So one of the things that I love to do is to soak in an Epsom salt bath and just play meditation music. It's something that I do when I'm super stressed out. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so my worst quality, hands down, is procrastination. I leave everything for the last second. For the last second. Ever since I was in school, I would leave all my projects for the last day, my writings for the last day. When I was in FIU, I did the same, but that's something that I really need to work on because it really affects my stress level. So hopefully I can get better at that soon.
My worst quality is that I am way too honest for my own damn good. I'm not one to beat around the bush. I will just say it like it is.
Yeah, I think that's like a double-edged sword. It's good and bad at the same time. And yeah,
honesty is the best policy.
So my new obsession is watching TikTok videos for hours and hours and hours on end.
I remember the first time I realized that I could have a family of my own. It was an Oprah interview with Neil Patrick Harris. That interview changed the way that I looked at my life.
Okay, so my YouTube watch history is pretty eclectic, I would say. Or you could say bizarre too. It's anything
It's some weird shit, okay?
It's anything from like walking tours of DC and museums to like behind the scenes at airports to family vlogs to incredible automated toilets.
Oh yeah.
Bathroom renovations.
And I get
it's all over the place.
Does, but yeah, sometimes I walk in and I'm like, what do you want?
And I watch a lot of like plane crash shows or documentaries of plane crashes. I don't know why I do that to myself. It's just torturous, but I do that to myself.
There's anything that Dennis and I do not like, it is pickles.
You can't even say that word around me.
Not even in a Cuban sandwich. No pickles.
No medianoche, no
whatsoever.
Hold the pickles, please. Yeah, I don't like anything in that family. No pickles, no cucumbers. I think olives are part of that. I don't like any of that stuff. He likes some of it, but definitely not the pickles. No pickles for me, no pickles for you.
We ain't a pickle family.
No. Okay, so one fact about parenting for us is that it's harder. It's much, much harder than we ever expected. I think for me, trying to merge, trying to be the best dad I can be, work all the hours that I need to be successful at my job, and then not be present for certain things at home has been very difficult. And that's by far the hardest thing. It's just creating like a cohesive schedule to make everything work.
Yeah, I mean, nothing will ever prepare you for becoming a parent unless you have them and you just learn it as you go.
Yeah.
And you just become little ninjas.
Yeah, I think what he means by that is we're constantly like diving all over the place and jumping, trying to save our kids from falling, especially Dean now, he's always standing up, so he's always falling back. So we're always like jumping and trying to make sure we're keeping them safe.
Yes, and with that said, I have been with the boys all day long. It is late. So we're gonna wrap this 50 random facts about us. We thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
We hope you guys enjoy it. Do you want to tell them anything?
Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to ring that notification bell to be reminded of all future posts.
What a good YouTuber you are.
Yeah.
And if any of you have any of the same facts in common with us, then comment down below and let us know.
Or just feel free to share some facts about yourselves with us because we would love to get to know our followers a little bit better.
Yes. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys the next time. Fell in a puddle. A puddle. A puddle. My favorite quote is when someone shows you. My favorite quote is.
I think the glasses are making you forgetful. Now these days I'm more.
A fun fact of one fun fact. Is it?
It's recording.
Yeah, is this thing on?
Snap out of it, sister.